Before we get to the Aquarius eclipse on February 17th, one of the things that's going to be really helpful is just tuning into and leaning into the changes that you feel like you need to make right now. Saturn and Neptune wrapping up their time in Pisces together currently, and both moving into Aries before we get to eclipse season in February and March. Pisces is all about transitions. It's all about the in-between stuff. And if you think back to March of 2023 when Saturn entered Pisces, what have you been working on? What have you been restricted to? What have you kept up and you've had to be in it? Something that maybe you could have asked for, also something that could have just been before you that now you've needed to work on. With this final stretch, okay, of what, like a couple months of those two transits and just prior to eclipse season, we are in the final moments of those restrictions we're in the final moments of that transition. We're in the final moment and things are going to click together when we get to the eclipse season and we get to Neptune and Saturn moving into Aries. Neptune is going to be January 26th. Saturn is February 14th. Because the gods love a joke, of course, it's Valentine's Day, okay? Haha, so funny. So the stuff that you're being guided to lean into with those transitions right now, do it. Do it. You're not being guided to lean into those transitions for no reason. Of course, take care of yourself, right? But Spirit right now is preparing a lot of us because that Aquarius eclipse, there's going to be some things that move around that we're not going to be able to preview, okay? We're not going to be able to witness it before it happens. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be things that kind of, when we look back at what we've been going through, could be predictable, but we're not going to be able to predict it. That's just sort of in the nature of Aquarius. Sometimes the predictions are around, but they don't always sound. We don't always clearly understand them. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we have to understand our own limits as humans, right? So lean into your transitions and the changes that you're making right now. Give it a couple months, okay? Especially if you feel like, why do I have to do this? Because I've been feeling like that about a couple things, but it's like, I can see the end. Okay, so get to the eclipse season and the work that you're being kind of forced into right now, or I don't know, pushed into, stuff that you maybe didn't think was going to be on your radar or in your world. If you lean into it, you're gonna get a lot done and it's gonna be really great. So gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep up the brew that you need to do. I for sure will too. That's what we do over here. We brew, and I'll talk to you soon. Also true.